Alright, before we get started, everything I say is for educational and entertainment purposes only. I do not endorse anything I say or do. Alright, boys, this is my first video, but you can subscribe, like, and stuff just for stories about my life, I guess. So, yeah, so let's just get started. Yeah, so this first story that I'm going to tell, which is my first ever story that I'm going to tell, is took place around 3 4 years ago. I am quite young, of course. I'm not gonna tell my age, but I live in England, and this is my first time getting high. This was when I was like what 11 or 12. Yeah, I my first high was not smoking a joint and stuff. It was off Mazza, which is THC for people who don't know, but it's like very strong THC. It's not like in a car or in a pen or vape mod. It's like just raw and fuck knows what goes into it. So I got that off one of my mates who was selling this at the time, and I met him at like an interchange, like a bus station, and all my friends were around there, and they had experiences of smoking, doing THC, getting high. Of course, they were used to it. I wasn't. This was my first time, and I was like, and before I actually got high off the THC, I used the vape. I was just gonna call it the vape now, right? No THC and stuff. I thought it was just gonna be a buzz in my head, before getting addicted to all these drugs, which I'm gonna talk about. I just love the vaping and nicotine. I still do. It helps. It has helped me stop using a lot of drugs and stuff. But I just thought it was gonna be a buzz in my head, just like a Nick rushes and stuff. So my mate gives me his vape, you know. I use it a couple times, I hit a lot of puffs. My friends are telling me to stop, but I keep on hitting it 5 to 10 puffs. I hear that, how when you vape, like you vape normally, like nicotine, it hurts the back of your throat. This didn't hurt the back of my throat, so I was like, oh, I think I'm gonna have to take a lot of hits. So I took a lot of hits, like 5 to 10. And yeah, so I didn't feel anything for 1 to 2 minutes. Gave my friend back his vape that had the Mazda with THC in it. Then we started walking, and I kid you not, like 5 seconds later, I feel high, but I didn't clock that I was high yet. I just felt like, oh, I'm in a dream right now and stuff. Like for a solid 2 3 minutes, I thought I was in a dream. Then I clocked it. I was like, oh shit, I'm alive. I'm fucking high. I was like, this was not what I thought being high would feel like. For anyone who hasn't, been high before, your first time is always the scariest and the best. At the moment, you're gonna find it scary, but when you feel like you're in a dream, you cannot feel anything in your body and shit. So I don't feel anything. Like I can't even walk straight, And then I tell my friends, "Oh, I'm fucking high and stuff," and they just start laughing and stuff. But then after, my heart, like I didn't know what was going on, so my heart starts racing. Yeah, I tell my friends, and then they start saying stuff like, "Oh, you're gonna have a siege and stuff," just trying to scare me and shit. So I was like, "Fuck, am I actually?" And then I'm like, "Fuck, I'm dead. I'm gonna be in a hospital." And then my parents are gonna find out I'm gonna get killed. And then they like, "Calm down, you'll be fine and stuff." So I was like, "Alright." And I said I want to sit down. They were like, "Nah, nah, just keep on walking. You'll be fine." I was like, "Alright." So I'm just in my thoughts now, like I wasn't even getting hungry or shit. I don't think you can get hungry off like what I took Mazza. But we link up with some other friend, alright, and we link up with his cousin, I think. I've never met her before. I've only met him, but I never met his cousin. So we meet up, I say yo and stuff. We haven't met in a long time, I was just like, yo, what's good, and then my friends told him that I was high and just started laughing. And at this moment, I didn't know what was going on, so I just started laughing like crazy. So we walk on, and I can't walk straight. So I'm like, I nearly got hit by a bus and stuff. And I was walking, I couldn't walk straight and stuff. Like, even there were police there. I'm surprised they didn't search me or anything. But we were just walking. I don't even know where we went. And I was just walking with my mates, walking around, and then thankfully it only lasts like an hour, Mazda. So it started to wear off. But then my mate gave me his star pen. This is like proper like THC stuff. He just got it. So I didn't want to use it, but let's be honest, I got peer pressure into using it. I used it, then I got even more fucking high. And then I thought I was gonna pass out. So after I hit that dab pen or Benjamin or whatever you want to call it, I'm not quite sure what it was. Keep on walking, and then I just need to sit down. Like, I'm not even lying, I was so high at that time. I need to sit down. So I was just sitting down with me and my mate. Only one of my mates, he's a close friend. He stayed back. We're just sitting there for like an hour straight, just doing absolutely nothing. He was baked and high as fuck, and I was so baked I didn't know what's going on. And then I would pass his mum. I take out my phone. Yeah, the high's wearing off now. I can function. I take out my phone and my mom's calling me. I'm like, fuck, I'm fucked. Like 10 missed calls. I'm like, shit, I am cooked. And I did buy a Mazda bottle off my mate, like the THC bottle. And then I got vape, put it in it, and then I took it home, alright? So I take it home, my mom's shouting at me, why am I late? I ask her, I tell her I'm fine and stuff. And she says, alright, you can't go out for the next 2 weeks. I'm like, fuck. And like, shit. So I was supposed to start a new school too. So like, I couldn't, and it was starting in 2 weeks. So she was saying I can't go out until my school starts. So I was like, fuck. But anyways, I put the Mazda bottle and I hid it in like one of my pencil case. Don't know why it was a good idea, but I was using it and stuff for like what, every day and stuff. Just refilling my vape with the Mazda, using it and shit, getting high every night. And then the day that and then finishing the week, by the way, but I still had the bottle in my pencil case. But the day that my school started, mum woke me up. I went to the bathroom, the toilet, whatever you call it. My mum was like, fixing up my bag. It's my first day of school. This is a new school, private school. Then my mum takes out the bottle and she's like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, oh, it's like a sweet thing. And my mum doesn't believe you. She's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, it's a sweet thing. You just put on sweets and eat it. I'm like, I'm fine, yeah. I go to school for my first day, it's fine, come back. Then my mum tells me, I know it's a vape, but she didn't know it was like THC or anything. She said it's vape juice, and I was like, fuck, no, it isn't. And then I'm just like, manifested, not manifested, what's the word? Let's just say, yeah, I juked my mum. I was like, oh, I didn't know it wasn't vape bottle and stuff. Like, someone gave it to me and I bought it off him, and they said it was like a juice thing that you put on like sweets and eat it. And I just did it. Somehow my mum believed it. And then my mum died. My mum called my dad, and my dad talked to me, and he was like, don't take stuff from strangers again. And I'm like, alright. And I was like, how the fuck did I escape that situation? Like, I actually did not know how my parents were that dumb and shit. But yeah, that's that story, yeah. If you like the story, this is what my first video is probably gonna be shit, just like and subscribe and shit, and yeah, if you don't like the content, just don't subscribe in it. But yeah, I'm probably gonna like upload like once a day, or if I can't, like at least once a week and shit. So yeah, cheers in a bit.